This just in. Disgraced music mogul Diddy has filed new documents with the judge in his racketeering and trafficking case, making some bold allegations against the prosecutors in his trial. The trial, which doesn't begin until May of 2025, and the judge ruled recently, yet again, that his bail request was denied. For the third time, I've lost track. But Cassie's ex-boyfriend is spending a lot of money on lawyers, and they're doing their darndest. But I'm smarter than your average bear, and I'm going to tell you what they're really doing. In the latest court filing submitted Thursday, Mark Agnifilo says that federal prosecutors are spying on Diddy from behind bars. Kim Porter's baby daddy is currently incarcerated at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he belongs. Quote, "The evidence shows the government is using Mr. Combs' detention to spy on him and invade his confidential communications with his counsel," the defense claims in their filing from today. And as I previously shared with you, there was a raid of not just his facility, but many others across the Bureau of Prisons, orchestrated by the Bureau of Prisons. The prosecutors in Diddy's case claim they had no prior knowledge of this raid. His jail cell was one of the many that were swept, and several things were taken from there, including notes that his counsel claims was privileged, attorney-client communications, and notes that he took at their meetings. In his most recent bail attempt, the judge decided not to factor in any of those notes and has not decided yet if they will be admissible in his trial. In today's filing, Marky Mark wrote, "This disturbing conduct is a blatant violation of Mr. Combs' rights. Prosecutors say the search was motivated by security concerns at MDC, but that is a false pretext." Diddy's legal team further alleged that the government knowingly, intentionally, and secretly took his notes and used them against Diddy, calling it outrageous government conduct, an allegation that the prosecutors have already denied. Mark continues, quote, "Mr. Combs cannot possibly receive a fair trial if he is not permitted to confer privately and confidentially with his counsel and others working at their direction, and to take and keep notes of his pretrial preparation." Okay. You know what's really going on here? Two things. One, Mark knows he has no case. Mark knows he's going to lose. So Mark is setting up the grounds for a mistrial. It doesn't count. He never got a fair trial. Plus, Mark is very strategic. In a way, he's similar to Tony Busby, the Texas attorney that's filing lawsuit after lawsuit against Diddy. Diddy's attorney knows the power of the media. Diddy's attorney knows that this filing would get him attention. Diddy's attorney is trying to taint and influence a potential juror. That's why the screening of jurors by the prosecutors is going to be so important before they go to trial. And can you imagine being called to be a juror on this trial? It's going to take a long time to prosecute. I believe they said it would be a month long. Who wants to be doing a trial for a month? And also, I need some lawyers to chime in here. If the federal prosecutors wanted to actually spy on Diddy, could there be secret recording devices audio and visual in his jail cell, is that against the law? I understand that privileged attorney-client communications and notes from their meetings is privileged, but is what he says in his prison cell confidential? If he's just talking by himself or talking to a possible cellmate, can that be used in trial? Can he be recorded without him knowing? And also, now this thought just popped into my mind. What do men in prison do when they want to jerk their chicken? What do they do? How do they take care of that? Thoughts on that? Thoughts on this? Thoughts on everything? Let me know in the comments section.